everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make Palazzo trouser. It is really stylish and simple and easy to make. So let's get started. I took 2.5 meter of this viscous lovely fabric. You can choose any type of fabric you want, and first of all I'm going to explain on a piece of paper how you're going to do cutting for this Palazzo trouser. Basically make a square of your fabric, and just like I am doing, I took a piece of paper and I make a square, and the leftover piece we will use for making the belt. And this piece now, as you can see, I have folded and it look like a triangle. One side is folded and other side is open, and that's the tip of the this triangle. It will be your waist measurement, and then open from the open side I am going to make crotch area, and the folded side will be the outer side of the leg. So whatever the length of the trouser you're going to take, like total measurement, you mark it all around. And this is how we will be doing the cutting for this trouser on the fabric. And this is now I'm cutting crotch area. And when we will open, and this is how it will look like. There are two legs, and you can reduce the width of the trouser as much as you can, just like I am doing. So I reduced the width of the trouser I am wearing in the beginning of this video, and then the rest of the fabric we can use to make belt. And this is how it will look like. This is the cutting, and now we're going to do on the piece of fabric. Now this is our fabric. You can see I am making a square of this fabric, and it look like a triangle at the moment. I did my measurement, I took my waist measurement, and then total length. And how we taking a total length and measurement, that is from the one side of the trouser we are doing. Now I'm cutting crotch area. After cutting crotch area, these are the side, and you can reduce thickness of the trouser as much you can. These are the sides of the trouser, and I will start sewing from the side of the trouser first, and then we will go to crotch area. I'm using my overlocker, and if you are not using overlocker, you're using sewing machine, then use a zigzag stitch. It gave you very nice and clean stitch. And now I'm going to stitch my crotch area. When we sewing the crotch area, make sure the joints, leg joints, they are at the same place. So it is better to fix them with a pin, just like I'm doing. So, and in this way you are sure that where your crotch area is going to start and end, and all the marking, they are at the same level. Now I'm stitching crotch area or both legs together, and then after that we will be adding the belt. I have joined both sides of the leg, and now I'm going to add belt. For the belt, I am taking 5 inches wide and length according to your waist measurement. So this strip I took is 5 inches wide, and then we will fold this strip and we will attach with the trouser. So our trouser is almost ready. Now I have marked and started cutting for the belt. So after marking your belt, now I'm going to attach with the trouser. So from the inside, from the correct side of the trouser, I will start attaching, and then I will fold inside. So outer fold will be nice and clean. As you can see, one time I have stitched the belt, and now about 0.5 centimeter, and then fold it inside. So stitch will be hidden as well, and you can see the nice stitch. And this place I will leave some gap for adding the elastic. So I will start stitching now, and then after stitching I will be adding elastic. So make sure the size of the elastic and the belt size matches with each other. I'm using 1 inch wide elastic. And elastic you can choose according to your belt size, how much width you require for the elastic. So you can cut the elastic. Now I'm adding elastic, and is really like 2-3 long sewing for this trouser, and the trouser is ready. After adding the elastic, make sure that you close the gap which you left for the elastic. Now I have stitched all across, and one stitching I give in the center, so elastic remain intact. Now at the end of the trouser I'm going to add bias binding. So bias binding, if you add, then you don't have to hem your trouser separately. So that's what I'm going to do. How to add bias binding I have shown you in my previous video as well. So now I'm going to add bias binding, and I will start stitching from the back of the trouser. Back mean like a wrong side of the trouser, and then I will fold it outside. So wider area of this bias binding, it will toward the front, and it will look really nice. Now I'm attaching bias binding, and bias binding I have attached from the wrong side of the trouser, as you can see. And now I'm going to fold this outside. So the wider part of the bias binding will be toward the front side of the trouser, as you can see. Now I have stitched binding on both legs of the trouser, and our trouser is ready and ready to wear. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Any question, feel free to ask. I love to hear from you guys, and see you all in my next video. Bye.